Welcome back to the 3-Minute Mandate. I'm Maxine. Today, we're witnessing a massive system reset in DC. For weeks, the headlines have been screaming about the Seditious Six, a group of lawmakers like Mark Kelly and Alyssa Slotkin, who released a video advising troops they can refuse illegal orders. The president called it treason. The U.S. Attorney, Jeanine Pirro, treated it like a crime. But today, the machine hit a hard stop. A federal grand jury just refused to indict. In legal terms, they returned a no true bill. In AIntelligenZ terms, the executive branch just hit a firewall. The debug, the Fifth Amendment buffer. Let's look at the source code. The Fifth Amendment. Most people think of the Fifth as the right to remain silent, but its first line is actually the most important firewall in the entire Constitution. It says, "No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime, unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury." Think of the grand jury as a human verification step. The president can command the DOJ can command the FBI, and the FBI can build a 500-page file. But before that file becomes a felony charge, it has to pass through 23 ordinary citizens. They aren't judges. They aren't politicians. They're the user group, verifying the code. If they don't see probable cause, the case doesn't compile. Access denied. The both sides logic check. Now let's perform a cleanup on the fallout. Side A says, this proves the lawmakers are traitors who got lucky with a biased DC jury. Rubbish. The probable cause bar is actually very low. Prosecutors usually brag that they can indict a ham sandwich. If this jury said no, it means the legal logic was so buggy it couldn't even meet the bare minimum of a crime. Side B says, this is a total victory for free speech. Not quite. No bill doesn't mean the speech was good, it just means it wasn't criminal. The Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, is still pursuing military censures. The firewall protected their liberty, but it didn't necessarily protect their reputation. The verdict. Today's lesson. The founders knew the executive branch would eventually try to use the law as a weapon. That's why they installed the grand jury as a shield. It's the only part of the government that isn't run by a professional. It's run by us. When the news gets noisy, remember, the president can tweet, but only the people can indict. Cleanup complete. The law is binary. Let's get to work. See you in the next 3-Minute Mandate. Maxine out.